Namaste and welcome everyone. We're starting this class seated. So coming to cross ankles and growing your tall spine, bringing your hands together in front of your chest with Namaste. Become aware of your breath as it moves in and out through your nose, filling your chest. And with your next in-breath, so we're going to reach the arms straight up. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down to your chest. I'll do that a few more times in your own time. Inhale to extend. Exhale to slide palms back to heart. And if you feel like you need to part the hands when they reach up, that's fine. But keep that back up completely straight the whole time you're moving. And then reaching up and down one more time. Next time the arms come down, you're going to reach your arms forward, hook your one thumb in front of the other, and with an inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bend the elbows, pull them wide. On the in-breath, stretching up again. As you breathe out, arms sweep forward. And then change the hook of your thumbs, other thumb in front. Inhale to rise, exhale to deepen, pulling those elbows super wide. Keep going in your own time. Each time the arms drop, thumbs hook over the opposite way. As you do this, you might notice that your neck gets a little bit tight as the arms go up, so be aware of that. Try not to let it get too tight. And now next time the arms go up, we're going to keep them extended, and from there reaching your arms back behind you. Clasp or interlace the fingers behind your back. Lift your chest up nice and high. And then either staying like that or dropping your chin down to your throat. And as the chin drops, the shoulders push down away from your neck and the knees sink down, relaxing the thighs. Keep your chin to your throat as you release the arms, and on an inhale, lift your face. Now we're going to open the legs out wide into a V, and flexing the ankles, take a twist around to the right. Right hand behind you. Careful not to lean over into that right shoulder. Keep the shoulders square and in balance with each other. Circling forward, tip over onto left hand, reach your right arm over your ear. Make sure your feet are still flexing and we're pushing the heels down quite firmly into the floor to firm the leg muscles. Coming up to center, same twist around to the right a second time. Lift up out of your lower back. Keep noticing the breath, and with an inhale and twist, exhale and reach over to the right, over with your right arm again. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears. Keep lengthening the top of your head in the direction of your right fingertips. With an inhale, come up, and on an exhale, twist around to the left. Make sure that you're evenly balanced across the two sides of your pelvis. With an in-breath and twist, tip over onto your right hand and reach the left arm over your left ear. Don't drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Keep the head lifted. Completely even length on two sides of your neck. Coming all the way up to center. Twist around to the left a second time. Make sure you're not leaning towards your left hip or towards your chest. On an inhale, circle forwards. Exhale, take that left arm over again. Keep pressing down with the back of the left thigh into the floor. And then coming all the way up to center. Bring your legs in together. We're taking another twist. Left knee bends up. Step your left foot over your right thigh. Circle around. Keep flexing your left ankle. Maybe that right hand is flat on the floor, or you can be on your fingertips with the elbow bent. But don't lift that right shoulder. Keep the right shoulder square with your left shoulder. And untwisting yourself. Stretch the right leg out in front of you, taking it to the other side. Left knee bends up. Left foot steps over the right thigh. Wrap your arm around your knee. Make sure that left bum is on the floor. Don't tilt off it as you circle around to the other side. With each in-breath, lift your chest up away from your tummy. And make sure that you are still flexing that right ankle, pulling your toes up towards your right knee. And now when we untwist, we're going to make our way onto all fours, coming to hands and knees for cats and cows. Arms straight under the shoulders, knees straight under your hips. On an in-breath, arch the chest down, look forwards. As you breathe out, rounding the back up. Keep rolling in your own time with your own breath. Deep, full breaths in and out. Sink your ankles and your shin bones into the floor. And then coming into a flat spine. We're going to go into a side baby down dog, walking your hands around to the left side of your mat. Slide the arms out away from you. Keep those hips and thigh bones directly over your knees. Let your head hang. Don't worry if forehead doesn't get to the floor. If it does, that's also okay. Now shift your weight out of your knees and press down with your ankles and with your feet. Walking your hands back to center and around to the other side. Hips and thighs still over the knees. Don't lean your bum back towards your feet. And check that your heels are rolling up and not in towards each other. Making your way back to center, hands onto the mat. We're going into downwards facing dog. Tuck those toes, lift your knees. Maybe pedal it out a few breaths. Traveling your feet forwards to your hands at the top of the mat. Standing forward bend. On an in-breath, float your arms all the way up. On your exhale, bringing hands to chest, shifting your weight into your back. Don't lean forwards into the toes. Anytime you come to standing, lean towards your spine. Moving into a couple of Surya Namaskar. Inhale and reach the arms up. On your exhale, circle and forward fold. Half lift as you breathe in. Step, walk or hop yourself back into your plank. With an exhale, lowering down, dropping knees if you need to. Inhale either to cobra or upwards facing dog. Keep those shoulders back away from your chest. And then make your way back to down dog again. Holding down dog for a few breaths. Sink your head. Relax your neck. And when you look back at your ankles, make sure you can't see your heels peeping in on the insides of the feet. Heels are back behind the ankles. Now looking forward, step, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat and fall down deep. On an in-breath, float up to standing, shifting weight to your spine. As you exhale, bringing hands to chest. Straight back up with your next in-breath. On the exhale, forward fold. Now tipping into your toes, not leaning to your bum. Half lift again. Keep breathing as you travel back through your plank and down. Inhale into your back bend. Soften the neck and the shoulders. And then take it back to down dog. Each time you breathe out in your down dog, squeeze your belly buttons deeper into your body. Each time you breathe in, filling your back ribs with your breath. Look forwards, step, walk or hop to the top of the mat, and then forward fold. On an inhale, floating your arms up over your head to standing. Exhaling, hands to chest. We're going to sit down into a chair pose, bend into knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. On your exhale, forward fold. Half lift, and then travel straight back into down dog. We're going to take a high lunge. Right foot steps forward, heel under your right knee. When you lift your arms, hook your left thumb in front of your right like you did when you were seated. And on an in-breath, bend the elbows and pull them way back. As the elbows bend, left knee locks straight. On an inhale, reach up. As you exhale, take hands to the ground. In-breath steps you into plank. Flow yourself through your Vinyasa transition. Back to your downwards facing dog. Other side, left foot forward, heel directly under your left knee. When you lift, right thumb hooks in front of the left. On an in-breath, elbows bend. Keep focusing on your breath. With an inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step back into your plank, and as you breathe out, lower down. When you curl up into your back bend, take those shoulders all the way to your spine. When you get to down dog, holding it there. And now this time when we go forward, we're going to take a squat. And when you get to your squat at the top of the mat, you can walk it, you can hop it. Make sure those heels are on the ground. No toe squatting here. This is a deep flexion in the knee joint, so you need to have the leg muscles engaged to support the knees. So take your feet wide enough, get the heels on the ground, even if it means your squat is up here. From here, standing forward bend, turn the feet parallel, swing your arms back behind you, clasp or interlace the fingers. Keep leaning forwards towards your toes and press your knees out away from each other. On an inhale, coming up to standing, step those feet in underneath your hips. Again, we're going to move into a chair. As you bend your knees, arms sweep up. On your out breath, forward fold. Lengthen. And from here, we're going straight back to downwards facing dog. We're going to take a low lunge this time. Right foot forward, left knee to the ground. Right heel under your right knee. Same as you did before. Hook your left thumb in front of your right. Pull the thumbs against each other. And on an in-breath, bend the elbows. Pull your elbows wide apart from each other. Keep lifting your chest up nice and high. And now from here, we're going to take hands to the ground and we're going to pulse between this low lunge and half split. So taking the hips back, right leg stretches straight, flex the ankle, and then coming forwards again, knee over the front heel. Keep going backwards and forwards, moving with the breath. One part of your breath takes the hips back. One part of the breath brings them forwards again. Try to keep your spine flat as you move. Try not to round the back. And now next time you come forwards, we're going to hold the lunge. Check the heel is still under your front knee. Lift your chest. We're twisting. Left hand over the right leg. Right arm wraps back behind you. Turning your chest and your face towards the right. And just careful that you don't pull this left leg over with your left hand. Keep the right knee over the right heel. Releasing out, palms to the mat. We step right leg into plank and take your transition through. Stay with the breath as you move. From your down dog, left foot steps forward, right knee down. Now we're hooking right thumb in front. Make sure that front shin bone is aligned. Then take the arms up. On an in-breath, elbows bend. Take those elbows all the way back. Keep lengthening up through the back of your neck. Each in-breath lifting your chest higher. Stretching the arms up and then taking hands to the ground. And we're going to do that pulse again. So hips go back, front leg flexes and straightens. Keep going in your own time. So as the hips go back, the chest lengthens forwards to flatten out your back. Feel the breath flowing through your nose. Pulsing backwards and forwards with the breath. Next time you lunge forwards, we're going to hold it there. Lift your chest. We're taking the twist. Right hand over the left leg. Left arm wraps back behind you. Check the alignment of left knee directly over your heel. Keep lifting your side waist up away from your hips as you twist. And notice your breath. Then releasing palms to the ground. You step left leg into plank on an inhale. Exhale to lower yourself. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the hips, downwards dog. And now from your down dog, we're going to do a side balance. We're balancing on the right hand. That right hand looks like a down dog hand. Don't twist it out or in. Legs stack. Now if you can't stack the left leg on the right, you can always keep the left foot on the floor, but push the hips up away from the ground so that you're not leaning your weight into your lower back. Left hand can also be on the left hip. And now we're going to go straight over to the other side. Left hand down. Careful how you place the hand and the fingers. Balancing on the outer edge of the left foot. Right foot can come down in front of the left shin or stacking. Moving shoulders to spine. Keep breathing. And bringing your hand to the ground, lowering all the way down. And take a moment in a Sphinx pose, dropping chin to throat like you did when you were seated at the beginning of the class. And now lifting the chin, we're making our way back into downwards facing dog. And we're just passing through down dog. From your down dog, travel feet to your hands. Exhale to fold. On an inhale, coming all the way up to standing. We pause here for a moment. And now we're going to do some balancing and strengthening. So we're going to sit down into a chair pose. Balancing on your left foot. From here, shift your weight over and start to lift the right foot, hovering it off the ground. From there, we're going to tip forwards and we're going to move into a warrior 3. Flex your right ankle. Your standing leg can be slightly bent if you need to. And now we're coming all the way up to standing, knee to chest. You can hold onto your knee, lift your heart up high, either holding the shin or reaching your arms up alongside your head. Keep breathing. And again, we're going back into that warrior 3. You're welcome to keep your arms stretching forwards or reaching them out to the side or back alongside your body. From here, we're going to step into a twisting lunge. So drop the right toes, right hand to the ground, left arm up to the sky. Check the alignment, front knee over the front heel. And now from here, turning onto the outer edge of your right foot. Squeeze your belly tight. Try not to drag your foot along the mat and step your left leg onto your right leg. Coming back into that side angle pose. And left hand to the floor. On an exhale, lower down. Inhale and lift into your back bend. Back to downwards facing dog. From down dog, taking feet to hands, standing forward bend. And with your inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart. And we take that all to the other side. Okay, so we're going to take it into the chair. Knees bend, arms sweep up alongside your ears. Look forwards, not down at the ground. Start to shift your weight onto your right foot. Hover the left foot for a second or two. And then we start to tip the chest forward as that left leg goes back. Flex your left ankle. Keep the hips square. Don't lift this left hip too high. That strains the back. Try not to touch the floor as we come all the way through to standing. Knee to chest. You can hold onto your shin as you pull the shoulders back. Either staying like that or reaching your arms up to the sky alongside your head. And now we're going back into that warrior 3. Start to tip forwards. Arms can reach forward alongside your head, or again out to airplane arms, or back alongside you. But keep those shoulders lifting up away from the floor. We're moving into a twisting lunge, taking the left toes back, left hand to the ground, right arm up to the sky. Check the alignment of your front heel under your front knee. And now we're going to turn onto the outer edge of your left foot behind you. Lock that left knee, don't let it bend. Try not to drag the right foot on the floor. Lift it off the mat. Step your right leg onto your left leg. Shoulders move back to your spine. Bringing right hand to the floor, rolling into your plank. Exhale down. Inhale to lift your heart and curl the spine. Making your way back to downwards dog. Now we're taking a low lunge. Right foot steps forward. Heel under the right knee. Lift your chest, lift your arms to warrior 1. And we're going to take eagle arms, wrapping left arm under the right. So right foot is forward, Right arm is on top. Once you've got your twist, lift the elbows a little bit higher. Releasing palms to the mat. From here, right leg back, down dog splits. We're going to hold it there. Either the legs straight, or you can bend your right knee, lifting that right knee all the way up. Taking right foot to the ground, and we're taking the low lunge on the other side. Left foot steps up, right knee drops, get the front shin bone aligned, and then float your arms up, warrior one. So left leg is forward, we're to wrap the right arm underneath, left arm is on top. And taking those elbows a little bit higher. And then releasing out, palms to the ground, left leg back, down dog splits. Either keeping your legs straight or bend your knee. Keep the shoulders square to the floor. And then dropping the left foot down to the ground. Balance out your down dog for a moment. And from here, we're going to make our way down to sitting. So dropping shins to the floor and swinging your legs out in front of you. We're coming into Jana Shashasana. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Drop the left knee down towards the ground. Flex your right ankle. Toes pull back towards your right knee. Knee points straight up. With an inhale, reach forward. Hands to shin or to the floor or reaching for your foot. But if you look at my back, you can see how nice and straight it is. I'm not rounding and dropping my chest towards my tummy or my thigh. Stretch the chest forward, flatten out your back, because that's how you're going to get the release in your lower back. Slowly, slowly over time, we go a little bit lower, trying to keep the spine flat. Balance out your chest and your rib cage. So notice if you're leaning more to the left or the right in your upper body or in your arms. And just check that both arms are doing the same thing. Don't have one hand forward and one hand back. We come up with an in-breath. Stretch your left leg out, feet together to start. Then bring the other foot up the inside of the left thigh. Flex this left ankle. When you're ready, inhale to tip forward, leading with the heart, keeping that spine flat. So remember your back, the roundness of the back is controlled by what you're doing with your rib cage. So if you tip these bottom ribs in, your back will round. If you lengthen the bottom ribs in the front of your body forwards, your back will flatten. And notice that breath. With each out breath, sinking deeper into the thighs. With each in-breath, lengthening the chest forwards. And now coming all the way up. And we are going to do one last forward fold before Shavasana, either feet together or feet a little bit apart, or if you prefer, this is my favorite seated pose, full Upavishta Konasana with the legs wide. So either taking hands forward to the floor in front of you or reaching for your shins. If you're going for the feet, don't hold the inner edges, hold the outer edges of the feet. Or taking it to forearms. But again, as you go down, you want to lengthen the chest forward. flatten into the spine and fully soften into the breath. Soften into your chest. But don't flop the feet. Keep those toes straight up, ankles flexed. Now coming all the way up. If your legs are wide, bring them in. From here, we're making our way down onto our backs for a few minutes Shavasana. Remember, your Shavasana is the most important part of your practice. That's where all the really good stuff happens in your nervous system to help all those tension habits to fully and properly release. If you don't do your Shavasana, you lose out on that. So making your way down onto your back. Allow the feet to soften and flop open. Feel your shoulders become really heavy and fully melt them down into the floor beneath you. Resting your arms wherever it feels most comfortable. Closing eyes. Relaxing all the muscles in your face. Relaxing all the muscles in your whole body now. Allowing yourself to fully rest. And now taking in a nice deep breath, stretch your arms out over your head, give your whole body a good stretch open. Maybe hugging your knees into your chest. And from here, making your way up to sitting. May our minds be open to the divine light that guides us. May our hearts be open to the divine love that surrounds us. May the angels keep us and bless us and bring us joy. Namaste, everyone.